You know, it's fun to look back to the early years as a young kid tagging along with my father to his office products business. I would sweep the floors in the warehouse or do whatever it was that he would ask me to do just so I could spend a little more time with him. As a young man fresh out of college, I joined my father and started working alongside him in his business. I started down the path that I thought I was destined for. Well, the Lord had other plans. One day, my father, like so many other business owners, just reached a point where he was burned out, and he came to me and asked me if I had any interest in taking over his business. I think at that point we both knew I just wasn't ready for it yet. I remember telling Dad, "You've built an amazing company, one that you should be proud of, but in my opinion, if it succeeds, it's because of you. If it fails, it's because of me, and that's just not what I want my legacy to be." So he ended up selling the company to an outside firm. After a few years of working with that firm, they ran into some tough times and ended up having to close the doors. This time, I knew it was my moment. Even though I wasn't fully prepared and extremely scared, I decided to take the leap of faith and start a company. Starting in a bedroom of our house, with our garage as a warehouse and a minivan as a delivery vehicle, iOS was born. And boy, were those early years tough. There were times when I didn't know if we were going to make it, but we kept grinding, hired good people, and by the grace of God, success started to come. So as we fast forward 25 years, the grinds of a business were really taking its toll on me. Like my father before me and so many other business owners, I started to feel the burnout and didn't know what the next steps would be. If there's one thing that my faith has taught me, it's to give it to the Lord, and He will help provide the answer. Well, He did, and I felt a strong tug to ask my younger brother and best friend Corey to join me in this iOS journey. And of course, this came as a complete surprise to Corey, but after much prayer and reflection by both of us, fortunately, he said yes. And I gotta tell you, it completely reignited a flame inside of me, and we have a much more clear path forward. Having a partner who shares my morals and values, yet brings something completely different to the table is just so exciting. As we look to the future, we can't help but to dream big and to think about all the lives we can touch in such a meaningful and impactful way. We have an incredible team, incredibly supporting families, and a passion to support the clients and partners that we're fortunate to work with. Looking full circle from where we started to where we've come, there's so much to be proud of. I think what we are especially proud of is Corey and I knowing that we are carrying on our father's legacy. It is our hope that 25 years from now, the new leadership looks at our legacy, but also dreams big just like we are. And I know it's cliche, but I truly think that the sky is the limit for iOS.